Welcome to episode 2 of Meteor Pulse. I'm your host, Isla Perea.
And I'm Mia Nunez. And today in this episode, we're going to be highlighting our open house that was on October 20th. We had student-led tours for all the prospective families, and Isela conducted some interviews with some prospective families. So yeah, we also had an interview with Mr. Dirschl. So we hope you enjoy it.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to our second episode of the Meteor Pulse, and I'm your host, Isla Perea, joined with
Mia Nunez.
And today we're going to be recapping our recent open house, October 20th, with over 120 families coming to join us. And Mia, you were there leading the tour, so I just want to get your experience of how open house went.
Yeah, it was super awesome. There was definitely a lot of families there. I had about two different tours that I was conducting. I started off, my freshman year getting involved with Ambassador Club, with Ambassador Club, we would do tours. Now I'm a member of NHS, which is National Honor Society. Here at D, you have to, apply to get in. You have to exhibit those values of faith, service, community, and social justice. So within the NHS, all the NHS members, we dress up in our suits, looking very professional and nice. And we just lead those tours for those incoming families. I think that an open house is super important because obviously you're getting those prospective students a little taste of kind of what De La Salle is. And it's super important that us as students lead it because they don't want to hear, the students and the parents don't want to hear some spiel from teachers talking about, this is what I do in my class or whatever. Yeah. Like they want a real life, they kind of want to mock a student's perspective. So it's super important just to be able to have them connect with the students so they can the parents can see what their kid's life is going to be like at D, and also the student can see what their life is going to be like as well. So.
Yeah, and we also did interview Mikko Hendricks, Senior Mikko Hendricks, and Senior Jose Campos, and they kind of said the same thing too. And I've also got lucky to interview some potential De La Salle students.
Ooh.
So make sure to see those videos. Hey guys, I'm here with Jose Campos, and today we are live at our open house October 20th, and today I'm just going to ask Jose, who is an NHS member, about how he feels about leading tours. So, Jose, how long have you been doing NHS for?
Since the beginning of my junior year, so yeah, about a year.
And what made you join NHS?
I think it was all about the prestige, right, and also about simply this is one of the basic requirements, right, that we're allowed to do. Also, we do some fundraising, and probably the best part, really wholesome. We help students with special needs in a little competition and all that. That's really wholesome moment. And this is another wholesome moment where we can help potential 7th grade and 8th grade students who are interested in De La Salle. We give them opportunity to just see the school, and we're here to just answer questions and talk to them about our experience. And that's something genuine here at De La Salle, where we're able to talk about our own experiences. It's not really like some college tours where it's like, robotic and this and all that.
Yeah, you're
here
really
we basically
hear from a student.
From a student,
I think that's what's really awesome.
Their experience here in De La Salle and what how De La Salle has impacted us, right, and how it could impact them. And I think that's really powerful because the students, 7th grade and 8th grade students, leave thinking, wow, this high school senior, they just spoke to me about how great De La Salle is, and maybe I want to come here, right? So that's what it's all about.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jose, for coming and joining us.
No problem.
Hello, I'm here with Mikko Hendricks Sr. And I'm just going to ask you a few questions. So this is your first ever year in NHS and your first tour. And I just want to ask you, what do you think is the importance of leading a tour?
Leading a tour is just to show the prospective students what we have to offer, all the fun things that are able to do at De La Salle, things like that.
And what do you expect, and what are your expectations for families when you're leading them?
I hope they feel inspired, hope they feel welcome. I've certainly felt welcome when I got a tour here. So.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Michael. Hello, I'm here with Phoenix. And what school do you go to? And you are in 8th grade. And what's your favorite part about De La Salle today?
Fine arts.
And what made you so engaged with that fine arts class?
The way he presented it and all the sculptures that we could see around in the classroom, and how there's different things you can do.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, I am here with
Jayla,
And where do you go to school?
Carnegie Language Academy.
Nice, and you are in 8th grade?
Yes.
Nice. So what is your favorite thing about De La Salle and what you're seeing today?
My favorite thing about De La Salle is their swim program,
Okay.
science program area, and their technology.
Oh yeah.
And I came here to an open house to get a different experience that other schools haven't provided me, and see
Maybe see what we have to offer?
yes.
Okay, cool. And so I know you are shadowing here tomorrow?
Yes.
Are you excited about that?
Yes.
Okay, well I can't wait to see you in the hallways.
See you tomorrow.
I'm here with Mr. Dirschl. Mr. Dirschl, tell us about yourself.
So obviously, my name is Mr. Dirschl. I'm the assistant principal of Instruction and Learning Technologies. I've been here since 2005, since the White Sox won the World Series, because I made it clear that you're not a Cub fan.
No, I'm not.
And I was a teacher here for 8 years before I became assistant principal, and I've been in that role for going into my 9th year.
Okay.
And beyond that, I teach Honors World History. I teach Honors Intro to Law, an online moot court class, Monterey National Honor Society, Monterey Metro.
Awesome. So what preparation was De La Salle having with the open house?
So a lot goes into planning open house, from the building to our maintenance with our teachers, the administration. But when it comes to open house, what I and the school are most proud of is definitely the work that our students do.
And so a lot of the tours on open house are led by your NHS members. And so why do you think that's so important for a student to lead a tour, perhaps rather than like a parent or either a teacher?
That's a great question, and I would say open house as a moderator and assistant principal, it's probably my proudest moment of our National Honor Society students, besides us hosting the Special Olympics during spring break. And we have a meeting a week before open house.
Okay.
And one of the most powerful things that I tell them is that many times our legacy or impact in a school is greater than ourselves. And open house is a great opportunity for students to impact the future of De La Salle over the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I stress to them and that I see authentically on that night is for students to be themselves. The charisma and energy of De La Salle is very natural.
Yeah.
And so I love witnessing, in a way, from afar, seeing our students being proactive, seeing them be very authentic and being themselves, and really guiding 8th graders, 7th graders through the building and showing what a great place De La Salle is.
Yeah, I agree too. And then definitely coming from, a senior, like having us lead those tours and giving our experience, because your experience at De La Salle is different than my experience at De La Salle. So it's nice, it's like those, because the students are going to experience what we're going to be in even a different experience.
Yeah, and just to add to that, the NHS members, we had about 60 people. There's 30 people in Ambassador Club, and there was roughly 110, 120 people that came to open house last night.
Oh, wow.
And one of the really interesting things for me is actually seeing freshmen give the tour,
Yeah.
right? They've only been here a couple months. And at times they might be reluctant or even afraid.
Yeah.
But once they start doing it, it's really, I hate to say the word cool, but it is cool. It's cool to witness their leadership at such a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And so why do you think it's important for students and parents to come to open houses?
Open house is a good way to get a feel of the school, right? It's a good way to start to understand exactly what De La Salle is about, to kind of witness the academics, experience a small sample of faith, service, and community.
Yeah.
And then hopefully on top of that, after visiting many different things through the grid that we create for open house, hopefully that sparks some interest where they might come to a shadow day, right? And get a little bit more of an opportunity. I think open house is a way like looking at a car.
Yeah. Okay.
And shadow day is like driving the car.
Okay.
Right? And so it's good for our students to kind of see what the school is about.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that leads to some interest where they kind of come to the day and actually feel the energy of the school.
So you think open house is the first step into the process of, choosing a high school?
Yes. I think it's a good way to get an understanding of the pulse and exactly what the school is about, gauge some interest as far as its history, the courses that are offered, the sports that are offered, and the clubs that are offered.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Dirschl.
Oh, absolutely.
Big thanks to Senior Mikko Hendricks, Senior Jose Campos, and our prospective students, as well as Mr. Dirschl for taking the time and doing our interviews.
Yes, and also if you want to get a little taste of what De La Salle is, we have another open house coming up on November 12th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So yeah, as always,
Go
go
Meteors.
Meteors.